I asked the most advanced AI model what's the best way to prepare for World War III, and this is what it came up with. And just so you guys know, I'm going to post a long version of this on YouTube and a short version on every other platform. Okay, so first off, it says preparing for World War III is unlike any other type of emergency preparedness due to the unique challenges of modern warfare, including nuclear threats, cyber warfare, and disruptions to global supply chains. This guide provides a comprehensive approach to help you get ready for such a scenario. The first section is mental preparedness. Accept the reality. Understand that a world war will likely bring extreme hardships, food shortages, civil unrest, and large-scale disruptions. Mentally preparing yourself and your family for worst-case scenarios is the first step. Stay informed. Keep up to date on global tensions and potential conflict zones. Understand geopolitical dynamics and study past wars to gain insights into how societies have survived large-scale conflicts. Nuclear protection. Build or identify a shelter. A fallout shelter could save your life in the event of nuclear strikes. If you don't have the ability to build one, familiarize yourself with public shelters or areas that could offer protection. Look for underground spaces like basements, parking garages, or old bunkers. Fortify the shelter with thick layers of dirt, concrete, or lead to block radiation. Stockpile iodine pills. Potassium iodide can help reduce the effects of radiation exposure by protecting the thyroid gland. Learn radiation safety. Know how to decontaminate yourself and your space from radioactive particles, nuclear fallout, after a strike. Stay inside for at least 48 hours, if not longer. The next section is self-sufficiency and food security. Long-term food storage. Stockpile enough non-perishable food to last at least 1 year. Focus on dry goods like rice, beans, oats, and pasta, along with freeze-dried or canned foods that can last decades. Incorporate a wide range of nutritional options, including protein powders, canned meats, and energy-dense foods. Water. Store at least a 3-month supply of water. A rule of thumb is 1 gallon per person per day. Learn how to purify water with filters, chlorine tablets, and distillation methods. Garden and forage. Grow a survival garden with hardy, calorie-dense plants like potatoes, corn, beans, and squash. Learn how to forage for local wild edibles and medicinal plants. The next section is medical supplies. First aid kits. Prepare an extensive first aid kit that includes everything from bandages and antiseptics to suture kits, antibiotics, and burn treatments. Combat trauma tools like tourniquets and clotting agents can be critical in the event of injuries during violent conflict. Stockpile OTC medications. Painkillers, fever reducers, allergy medications, and cold/flu treatments will be indispensable during a war. Learn basic medical skills. Study first aid, CPR, wound care, and how to treat common injuries without advanced medical equipment. Having a basic understanding of herbal remedies can also be useful. The next section is defense and security. Weapons. Arm yourself with firearms, ammunition, and other defensive tools. Learn how to properly use and maintain these weapons and train regularly. So I had to ask it specifically what type of weapons it recommends, and let me tell you what I got. So first it said you should have an AR-15, minimum 2,000 rounds and ideally 5,000 rounds or more. It also said you should have a Glock 19, minimum 1,000 rounds and ideally 3,000 rounds or more. It also says that non-lethal options like tasers or pepper spray should also be part of your arsenal. Fortify your home. Strengthen entry points, doors, windows, fences to withstand forced entry or mob attacks. Install security cameras, motion lights, and an alarm system. Safe rooms. Designate or build a secure room in your house where your family can retreat if an attack occurs. This room should have enough supplies, water, food, communication devices to last a few days. Relocation and evacuation plans. Know when to leave. Have a clear understanding of when it's time to bug out and when to shelter in place. If your area becomes a direct target, it may be safer to evacuate. Bug out bag. Prepare a bug out bag for each family member with essentials like water, food, clothing, first aid, and self-defense tools. Keep it lightweight but comprehensive for at least 72 hours of survival. Strategic relocation. Research potential bug out locations far away from conflict zones. Ideally, this would be a rural, self-sustaining homestead that is defensible. Knowing how to live off the land will be key here. The next section is energy independence. Off-grid power. Prepare for long-term grid failure by having off-grid power options like solar panels, wind turbines, and hand crank chargers. A generator with enough fuel to last at least a month is also a smart investment. Heating and cooling. Stock up on blankets, sleeping bags, and warm clothing for winter months. Learn how to efficiently use wood-burning stoves or propane heaters. In hot climates, prepare with fans, coolers, and emergency cooling systems. The next section is communications. Emergency radios. Have a hand crank or solar-powered radio to receive news updates and weather alerts when mainstream communication systems go down. Two-way radios. For local communication, invest in two-way radios with extended range. This will allow you to stay in touch with family, neighbors, and any survival groups. Ham radio. Learn how to use ham radios, which can provide longer distance communication in a post-apocalyptic scenario. Next is financial preparations. Cash on hand. During global warfare, banks and electronic payment systems might fail. Keep cash in small denominations for bartering and short-term survival. Precious metals. Gold, silver, and other precious metals could retain value and be used for trade if traditional currencies collapse. The next section is psychological and social strategies. Community building. In a war, community is survival. Build a network of trusted individuals who share your preparedness mindset. Coordinate defense, food sharing, and survival plans. Mental health. The stresses of war are immense. Focus on maintaining emotional and psychological health. Regular routines, meditation, and staying physically active will help reduce anxiety and stress. The next section is cybersecurity. Cyber defense. A major global conflict will likely involve cyber warfare. Strengthen your digital defenses by using strong passwords, encrypting sensitive data, and limiting online exposure. Offline data. Store essential documents like IDs, insurance information, medical records, and important contacts in physical copies. Keep them safe in waterproof, fireproof containers. The last section says self-improvement. Physical fitness. War and its aftermath will demand physical endurance. Prioritize your fitness by improving your strength, cardio, and agility. You should be capable of self-defense, running long distances, and carrying heavy loads if necessary. Skill development. Learn essential survival skills: fire starting, foraging, hunting, trapping, and shelter building. Also study mechanics, electronics, and carpentry, as modern systems will break down and repairs will be necessary. Final thoughts. Preparing for World War III isn't just about stockpiling items. It's about cultivating a resilient mindset, building skills, and being ready for a wide range of possible scenarios. By following these steps, you'll increase your chances of survival and help protect your family through any global conflict that may come. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Let me know what you think of AI's preparedness plan for World War III.